Now, about 5 years or so ago, my wife and I moved into a new house in our hometown of Adelaide, South Australia. And my wife, by the way, is called Carmel. Carmel the Magnificent. As we're instructed to call her. And shortly after we moved in, we decided to have a wee housewarming party and invite all our friends, who would then bring local gifts for the house, as is the custom. It was a Scottish housewarming party, of course, so nobody brought anything. In fact, they stole a couple of things on the way out. A big fight in the front garden, it was great. Police came, it was wonderful. This English laddie, a friend of mine, fell from Northumberland, called Ray Smith. And Ray brought us a present for my wife and myself, this little candle, just a wee plain white candle. And I sort of looked at it and Ray said, well, this is a special candle, Eric. This candle was lit from a candle which was lit by a candle that was lit by the Dalai Lama. So when you light this candle in your house, the Chinese will knock down your front door. No. When you light this candle in your house, the gentle and courageous spirit of the Dalai Lama will fill your household. And I thought to myself, that's a nice wee present, it really is. I bet I thought I'd on it, not much expense, but I bet I thought. Well, I did come from Northumberland. And, oh sorry, there's one CD less, John. And I was looking at the candle one morning, after I'd just come back from a 10-mile jog and I was getting stuck into my breakfast usually. Then I woke up. And it just got me thinking about continuity, you know, things that we handed down. And so I wrote this song called I Wish You'd Want My Silver Tea Service Instead, you tight English bastard.
How does that go? I have to tell you something that happened to us just before we left Adelaide to come to the UK, because there is a moment now to do that. We've got this what you'd call a pedestrian precinct called Rundle Mall, and it's a nice place to sit out and have a cup of coffee. Eric was sitting out having a cup of coffee on his own, sunshine, all that stuff, having a really nice time. And these two couples came up to each other right next to where he was sitting, and they started talking to each other, and they were older people, you know, more mature aged folks. And the two guys were talking right next to where Eric was sitting, and one of them said to the other one, he said, you know, last night, he said, we had the best Chinese meal I have ever had. It was absolutely fantastic. And the other guy said, oh, I like a good Chinese meal. He said, what was the name of the place you went to? And the first guy said, he said, give me the name of a flower. So the guy said, lotus? He said, no. Give him another one. He said, orchid? No. Try again. He said, rose? He said, that's it. Hey Rose, what was the name of that restaurant we were in last night? Amazing, isn't it?
I will try never to tune up again.
You never do?
Right. I have a candle that was lit from a candle which was lit from a candle lit by the Dalai Lama. It was a present from a friend, a longing follower of Zen, who used words like groovy, cool and karma. And though I've never met a gentle priest from Tibet, in the candlelight his courage he used to shimmer. So I hope a small big flame will guide him home again, and that one day his long exile will be over. Now I have a photograph copied from a photograph from a photograph taken by my mother. It's of me and my dad, and it's the only one I have that shows the both of us together. At the leaving on the town, I'm not looking at the lands, but it's something far beyond the photo's borders. While behind me my dad stands with his big word roughened hands, resting lightly on my shoulders. In my garden there's a rose, that's a cutting from a rose planted many years ago by my grandmother. It's called the Evening Star, it's my favourite rose by far. To me it has a fragrance like no other, for its scent so good and clear takes me back down through the years when the story of my life was still unwritten, and we're a blank and happy page. Say fancy here I play, watch the roses in my grandmother's garden. Inside me there's a soul that was born from a soul, from the souls of all who went before us. It's a strong and broken line that stretches back through time, a life a tiny beat of its ancient chorus, that reaches from the past to take me gently in its grasp and turn me to the new day that is dawning. It sings deep inside of me for who I am and may yet be, and of living, of loving and belonging. I have a candle that was lit from a candle which was lit from a candle lit by the Dalai Lama. It was a present from a friend, a long-haired follower of Zen, who uses words like groovy, cool and karma. And though I've never met that gentle priest from Tibet, in the candlelight his courage seems to shimmer. So I hope a small bright flame will guide him home again, and that one day his long exile will be over. Yes, I hope a small bright flame will guide him home again, and that one day his long exile will be over.